Most loan officers struggle with the same two things: getting consistent leads and turning those leads into business. And in today's video, you're going to hear from Arturo, who went from closing 3 deals a month to closing 8 to 10, all while still building agent relationships. We're breaking down exactly what changed when he started running meta ads and how he turned online leads into real conversations. If you're a loan officer looking for predictable growth and stronger referral partnerships, this is a conversation you're going to want to watch from start to finish. So yeah, Arturo, why don't you introduce yourself, kind of, use an hello and kind of what you do, and kind of break down maybe what you were doing before you started leveraging meta ads, and kind of your background as a loan officer.
I work with Expert Home Lending, a mortgage broker. I started in 2023, so this is my third year. I'm in the middle of my third, or towards the end of my third year. Sorry, what was the next question? Yeah, I work Expert Home Lending. I've been on the broker side the whole time. I've never been on the retail side, so it's always been me, getting my own business and not like a solid lead funnel, essentially.
Yeah. Okay. So, and how long have you been in the business?
I got licensed January 1st, 2023. So
cool. And how many loans do you normally do a month? Like, what's kind of your loan volume the last 12 months?
So year to date, let me do some quick math so I can give you accurate numbers. But what are we in? September? I've been doing 8 to 10 a month this year, with some bigger months. Like I've had a few where I did like 6 or 7. Then I had, one where I did 15, and another with like 12 or 13. But if you go consistently, it's about 8 to 10 a month.
Okay. And what part of your business kind of felt capped, even though, things were going well? What made you kind of want to start running online ads and stuff like that?
I think after talking with you, I saw all the potential there was as far as how much engagement I already get on social media. So I thought it would just kind of double or even triple, which it like quadrupled basically after we started running the meta ads. Nice. So yeah, I was already having luck with social media, but I knew it would just multiply when I did this. So that was like the main reason. And what was kind of the main gap between kind of where you were and where you wanted to go? As far as what, like production, or? Yeah, just kind of like, you were doing a certain amount of production, right? And what kind of changed there? I would say in the last, let's say 24 months. So the 12 months before these last 12 months, I was probably doing like 3 or 4 a month, which is good. You can still make great money doing that. But, I think after a while, whenever you fund more than you funded the last month, you just want to keep going. So like I would fund 3, and then I funded 5. And in my head, I always thought, okay, I need to do 6 now, or 7 or 8 or whatever it was. So for me, I mainly focused it on production. It wasn't really monetary per se, because money, like you can make money regardless if you're doing a lot of loans. Yeah. But I just wanted to do more production, just for obviously myself, my own ego, and just the more units you do, the more, reputable you are in the area. More agents will see you're doing a lot of business. Yeah. So if you're doing a lot of business, don't get me wrong, you can do a lot of business and not be good, but it's hard, right? But so if agents see you doing a lot of business, they're gonna know, okay, that guy's good. I want to work with him. So that's definitely helps for sure. Yeah. Okay. So what were your concerns about running meta ads kind of before doing it? Obviously, there's ad spend and the cost of the service. So what was kind of your concern before kind of pulling the trigger? So for me, it wasn't so much the cost. For me, it was more, I've done a lot of different lead generation sites in the past, let's say the past 12 months, from anywhere from Zillow, realtor.com, homes.com, stuff like that. Not like heavily indulged in it, but like my manager had it, so I would get a piece of the action essentially. And it was all right. There was definitely a lot of leads, and it was pretty low conversion. So I guess that was the initial thought process behind it. Initially you were actually working with a marketing agency when we started, and what kind of made you drop them and kind of move forward with the leads that we were running? So I was working with a company. It was like a Spanish only marketing company that was running Facebook ads. And I'd get a lot of leads. We were paying not that much. We were paying I don't know, $500 a month. No, it was $1,000 a month we were paying, and we were getting a lot of leads. But let's say we got 100 leads in a month, one of them would answer.
Answer the phone?
Yeah, it was really, really bad as far as like, and I would get some where I would pick up, or they would pick up the phone and say, hey, I never filled any info out. I don't know where you got my information. Stop calling me.
And with the leads that, the campaigns that we're running, have a lot of people been answering the phones,
90% answer.
90%? Because
Sure.
I know at the end of the day, online leads are still online leads and nothing's going to beat agent referrals.
Right.
Right. But at the end of the day, if people are at least answering the phone, so having a 90%, rate of actually answering the phone is pretty good. So
the only time if it comes in, it'll automatically send them a text message. And if they don't respond right away, my assistant will text them through the app and they'll usually respond within a few minutes.
And they know why you're talking
They
to
all know me. They all tell me they saw my video. I think that's the best part, is it's not like a stranger calling. They know exactly who I am. I've only had one where he didn't know who I was, and he said, oh, you know what? My wife is on my Facebook. She probably filled it out for you.
Yeah.
Aside from that, they all, I watched your video. I'm very interested. I want to know more.
And it's not just a bunch of teenagers that are on.
No, they're all older people. It's like someone who knows nothing about buying a home and who wants to buy a home. And this is like step one. It's as if a realtor was hosting an open house and a client walked in who knows nothing, came in, and they're like, oh yeah, let's have a conversation. Except in this instance, it's not going to the realtor first. It's going to me first. So yeah, I mean,
now that we're kind of working together, what does lead flow look like?
I get a lot. I mean, Gandela, how many leads do we get a day? I honestly can't even keep track of how many leads we get every day. It's like multiple.
And you actually asked me the other day if we can slow it down because of how much lead flow you're getting.
Yeah, it's a lot. That with me, everyone's going to be different, but with these leads coming in, with realtor referrals, with people just messaging me directly on Facebook and Instagram or commenting on my posts, it's a lot. So, I mean, yeah, I could, if I didn't have anything going on with realtors or with other Instagram leads, it would be perfect. I'd be getting, like 8 leads a day, and I could just work them all day and probably get more, closed loans out of it. But I guess I have like the opposite of a lead flow problem where I have too much. So it just makes it tough for me.
So outside of the leads themselves, right, you've kind of used this system to build agent referrals. Yeah. So kind of break down I know a lot of people came in from the ad where you kind of broke this down. So how has that kind of impacted your agent referrals? Have you maybe locked down some new agents that by leveraging these meta ads? Are some of your agents sending you more business? Because I think a lot of LOs, they have that like core pool of agents that just send them all their business. And then they have kind of maybe a second pool of agents that like maybe send a couple of deals here, a couple deals there. So has it kind of helped with maybe locking in some of those second tier agents, and then maybe as well as like getting new agents under your belt?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's been the biggest thing for sure. And I think agents are finding this out more now. The last 20 plus years, it's always been a realtor, send a LO closes, everyone's happy.
Yeah.
But that's been shifting like crazy. Like I'll have agents now that I talk to that are already working with someone. I'll reach out. Basically what I'll do, especially if I'm too busy to take one of the calls or my assistant can't call or text, I'll get the lead, whether they're high income, low income, doesn't matter. I'll get the lead, see what area they're in. I'll say, hey, one of my agents, I got this lead that just came in. I can't call at the moment. Can you give them a call really quick? Vet them, see what they're looking to do. If you think it's a good fit, let me know. It's like a reverse referral, right? Because they're going to do that anyway. If they get an open house lead or someone reaches out to them on social media, they know what to do to ask the right question.
Well, let me ask you a question, because I get a lot of LOs on when I talk to them that kind of ask, they say like, agents don't want that. They think it's a waste of their time. What type of agents are you sending this to? Are you sending these maybe sometimes not perfect leads to whales? Are you sending them to the mid-tier agents?
I'll send it to everyone, because you never know. Like I got one where it said they made like $6,000 a month. But that was his net income. So his gross income was really like 9,500. And it was his wife that he was adding on the loan, and she made another 6,500. So that's a lot of income for a loan. That's more than enough to qualify for 500,000-600,000. So I always tell the agent, whether it's, I'll send it to everyone. If it's a new agent I want to connect with, or if it's an old agent that I know can get the deal done, I'll send it to them, let them know, hey, I haven't looked too much into it. Just call them, see what they're trying to do. If you think it's a good fit, let me know, and I can schedule a call with them and we can get the pre-approval started.
Okay. So you send these to all your agents. It doesn't matter. You'll just tell them, hey, it's an online lead, and kind of set expectations with the agent and just send it to them.
Yeah, I mean, it is like, the thing, I guess pushback would probably say like, oh, maybe the agent doesn't want to cold call, or maybe the agent doesn't want to call a lead that's not approved. Then that's not like, I mean, that's out of your control. If the agent doesn't want to work, then you can't really do much about that.
Yeah.
I've never had an instance where an agent was upset or an agent that didn't want to call.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
No other LOs giving them leads.
Exactly. And that's what I, kind of try to tell some of these guys is like, an agent wants to close deals, and the ones that actually want to work and are doing good aren't going to cut off a lead source, no matter if it's perfect or not, because no other LOs are sending them leads. So I'm glad you kind of clarified on that. Now, I guess the last question I kind of have here is, what's kind of your flow? Like, I know you mentioned you have an assistant, right? But outside of that, like, with or without an assistant, what are, prior to having an assistant and with having an assistant now, what are the two type of kind of workflows? Let's say a lead comes in, what now? When you're busy or when you're not busy, right?
Initial call, get an idea of what they're looking to do. I'll ask the standard questions. For me, a big thing is, hey, what's your citizenship status? Are you, U.S.
Because you're doing Spanish specific.
Right. So I'll vet them, right? What do you do for work? Tell me a little about yourself. Okay, cool. As soon as I kind of get an idea of their financial and credit profile, then I'll immediately go into explaining to them what exactly it is that I do. The main two things I'm going to do, I'm going to review your income, and I'm going to do a soft pull on your credit. Once I do those two things, I'm going to be able to see the maximum amount that you qualify for, and I'm going to see if there's any special programs that you qualify for, whether it's minimum down, zero down, things like that. So I'm basically just explaining to them exactly what I do, because they saw the video about me and they saw what I was talking about you can buy a house with whatever it was, my closing videos, but they have no idea what I do. No one, anyone who's never bought a house has no idea what exactly it is we do. So I tell them exactly what I'm going to review. And once it's reviewed, what I'm going to do, which is, do the pre-approval. So once I do that, let them know what I'm doing. I let them know that I'm going to send them. If they're able to do the online application, I'll send it to them right away. If not, I'll just give them all the documents that I know I'm going to need. Once they send it over, either I'll input the info into our loan system, or I'll have my assistant do it on the other example. And then any documentation that I'm missing or any info I'm missing, I just give them a quick call back and ask them, hey, how long have you been working here? Any little things that I need to fix. But I really focus on, or I really make it clear that I'm not going to start working on the file until I get their documents.
Okay.
I think that'll save a lot of headaches. And then follow up, I would try to follow up with each one at least 5 times within a 3-week period. Just, hey, where are docs at? Either I'm doing it or my assistant's doing it. Just, hey, we want to make sure we're taking care of you, getting you all the right info, but we need to have your documents or else we can't do anything. And then once they send the docs, if everything looks good, they're approved, then we'll either if they're local, we'll do an in-person meeting, or we'll do a Zoom call. We'll go over the approval. And if I haven't already, which I usually will do it at this point, once they're approved, and let's say I didn't give it to an agent already to call, let's say they're approved, then that's even easier. I get to call a realtor, whether it's someone that I already work with or a brand new one that I'm looking to get in contact with. Hey, I have a pre-approved buyer for you. Mm-hmm. Do you want to show them homes? Yes, great. I would love to do business with you back and forth. I get these leads all the time. I know you get business too. If we can get this back and forth relationship going, I think we can really grow our businesses. Boom, they're hooked. Cool.
And let's say you are really busy that day. You have a bunch of loans. Let's say something you got a loan that's stressing you out, right? You can't call the lead. You end up sending it to an agent. I'm sorry. What does that flow look like? What does that call look like?
Send the agent. Agent will just call or text me back. Hey, this is what I got from them. This is where they're looking. I just got one the other day. She called me and said, hey, I just spoke to him. He's currently in a rental, but he has to be out in a month. So he's really looking to get pre-approved. He wants to talk to you. So then I scheduled an appointment with him.
Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, that's pretty much everything on the workflow side of things. So I appreciate you hopping on and answering some questions.
Thank you, sir.
As you heard, the right system does not just bring in leads, but it actually helps build agent relationships and get you more business back from your agent partners. So if you are a loan officer and you want to see how this strategy could be implemented into your business, click the link down below in the comments section or in the description, book a call on our calendar, and we'll see if we're a good fit.